The page that I have opened in my browser is the download page for PadGen, and you can access it at pad-asp-software.org/padgen.php. From this page, we want to download PadGen. I'll go ahead and click the download link, and while it downloads, let's read a little bit about PadGen and what it does. PAD is the portable application description, and it helps authors provide product descriptions and specifications to online sources in a standard way using a standard data format that will allow webmasters and program librarians to automate program listings. PAD saves time for both shareware authors and webmasters. PadGen easily creates portable application description files for all your applications. Use PAD to get all of the important information to your vendors and webmasters as quickly and as concisely as possible. With this information, long, detailed submission forms may soon be a thing of the past. Submitting the PAD file will easily allow webmasters access to all your information. I'm not sure this description is very good. To me, it sounds a little complicated, so I'll try to explain again. Basically, we want to kind of compress our application with information about it in a PAD file. This PAD file will contain all the information about our application, and it will also contain the download link of our app. And once we have this compressed, we can easily submit the same PAD file to multiple software directories without typing all the information about our company on each software directory website. Let's go ahead and install PadGen, so please bear with me while I complete the installation and start the application. And this is the application. As you can see over here, there's a lot of information that we need to enter, so we better get started. Company name. This is where we need to input our main keyword. We do this because the software directories usually make the company name as anchor text, so it's good to have a backlink with an anchor text of our main keyword. And then we have the address, city, postal code, and country. Give me a few seconds to fill in these fields. Company URL. This is where we need to enter our main site. The site to where we want the backlink to go to. Make sure that you get this right, as you won't be receiving a backlink or any link juice if you mess up this URL. The author and contact info should be genuine, so I'll go ahead and fill these in. When it comes to these 3 email addresses, they can all be the same, so I'll just copy and paste my email address. Fax isn't required, so you can skip that if you want. Now let's move to program info. First, we've got the program name. This should be the full name of application, which is in my case Texas Hold'em Stack Size. Version. Since it's the first release, I'll put 1.0. Release date. I'll leave it as today. Type. Since we don't plan on charging anything for it, we should choose freeware. Release status. It's a new release. Cost, 0. Cost, other. If you were to charge for it, you could choose another currency and input another price. But since we're not charging, I'll leave this empty. Install support. Let's see. I'll go with no install support, as the application opens directly when we start it. Languages. I'll check English. Size in bytes. Over here, you need to input the exact size of your application. To do this, we need to click this button and then browse for our application, and it will automatically get its size. Category class. Let's see what I could choose. Since it's an article about Texas Hold'em, I guess this could be considered as a hobby, so I'll go with Home and Hobby Other. Recent changes and system requirements are going to be left empty. Operating systems, I'll go with Windows 2000, Windows 7, both 32 and 64 versions, Windows 98, Windows Other, Windows Vista 32 bits, and Windows XP. And I won't set an expiration date. Descriptions. To make this quicker, I have already prepared a text file with these descriptions, so I'll just go ahead and copy all that. When it comes to these long descriptions of 250, 450, and 2,000 characters, you can use a description under 250 characters for all of them. So I'll just paste this one over here as well. Web info is the last tab that we need to fill in. Permissions, build options, affiliates, and ASP can be left empty. Okay, let's get back to web info and continue with these fields. Application info. This needs to be a URL which provides info about the application, and I highly recommend using your own domain name over here. It's just not going to give great results if you choose something like Squidoo or Blogger or something like that. Make sure you use your own domain name for best results. Same goes for application order, and this can in fact be the same URL as above, so I'll just go ahead and copy that. Before we can display the link for the screenshot, we need to upload it to our website. And to do that, we need an FTP client. So let's go ahead and download FileZilla. This is the FTP client that I use and prefer. But if you have another FTP client, that's okay as well, and you can use that one if you want. If not, head over to filezilla-project.org and then click to download the client version. And we want the FileZilla 3.5.1 Windows 32 setup.exe. After downloading it, go ahead and install it and start the application. If you want, you can pause this video and resume once you have the application up and running. To access your site, you need to know your FTP details, which you can get from your hosting provider. You could either log into your FTP server by typing all the details over here, or you could just double-click your site once you have it saved on this list. And then on the left side, we're going to search for our screenshot and application and just double-click these files, and they'll start uploading. And we also need an icon. There's no need to create a special icon just for our article. So we go to Google and just do a search for free icons and check out one of the websites. So let's see. Since my application is poker related, I'll go ahead and type poker and see what they come up with. We've got 2 results, and this one is perfect, so I'll go ahead and download it. It looks like I have to download the whole package, so I'll pause the video while it downloads. Okay, now that it's done, let's open this archive and see if we can find our poker icon. And there it is. Now, I'll just grab it from here and see if I can drop it into FileZilla. Let's see if this works. And there it goes. It uploads on the server along with my other files, and I have a link for the icon as well. Now let's get back to PadGen and paste these links in there. As for the XML file, I'll just copy this link and remove the extension and replace it with XML. As for the primary and secondary URLs, I'll just use one. And that's it. All the other tabs are not mandatory, so I'll skip them. Now we need to click the Verify button to make sure that everything is okay. If there's an error, we're going to get an error message and we're not going to be able to see the results. Okay, great, no error. We can go ahead and click Build. But it looks like we need to specify the pad file, so I'll just choose the same folder where all my files are located. Pad file successfully built. Great! Now we need to upload it to our server as well, so hold on a second while I do that. Okay, now that the pad file is up as well, we're done, and we can move to the next video where I'll show you how to submit this pad file to software directories and get your backlinks and backlink juice.